In the endless expanse of the cosmos, a story older than time itself whispers through the stardust, inviting us to explore its mysteries and wonders. Long ago, when darkness threatened to swallow everything whole, 5 powerful goddesses emerged. 5 forces of nature, each representing a unique side of one amazing cosmic power. They fought hard, made huge sacrifices, and totally saved the world from a great evil. Their legends faded into myth and bedtime stories shared to kids, right? Well, sometimes these myths have a strange way of coming back to life, right? As the universe spins and things go in circles, their power starts to wake up again, not just up in the sky. Just everyday women doing amazing things right here on Earth. This is their story, and it's a wild ride. Welcome to the 5. The Awakening. Our story kicks off, not with a bang, but with a little tremor. Do you feel that? Up in the misty Nilgiri hills, as dawn breaks, Swapna, a keen tea plantation supervisor, is already hard at work. Her job isn't just about brewing tea. It's all about the soil and vibes. She maps the land, tracks its changes, and predicts its instability. Her tablet lights up with maps showing geological stress in red lines. For weeks, she's been watching a strange spot on the hillside that's acting up. Risk Zone 7 looks super unstable, she whispers, her brow creased with focus. Her fingers dart over the screen. I'm sending a heads up to the village council now. She glances up from her device, and that's when she spots a bright flash of color in the sky. 3 bright points of light zip across the pre-dawn sky, way too vivid and intentional to be meteor. They pulse with a strange energy, like a silent cosmic dance, above the peaceful hills. An inexplicable feeling washes over her, a connection to the very ground beneath her feet, as if she can feel its deep, ancient heartbeat. A shiver runs down her spine that has nothing to do with the morning chill. She doesn't know it yet, but the earth isn't just shifting. It's responding to her, awakening to a power she is only just beginning to sense within herself. The lights in the sky vanish, but the feeling remains, a deep hum of energy that now resonates within her own soul. So, the awakening has begun. Meanwhile, hundreds of kilometers away, in the bustling heart of Chennai, the fire station alarm is a piercing, with urgent message on the intercoms. All teams to action. For Kavya, a firefighter with courage forged in flame, the sound of the fire alarm is a call to action. It's a familiar chaos, boots hitting the floor, gear being donned in seconds, the roar of the engine coming to life. Today feels different. As she reaches for her gear to signal the crew, a weird vibration runs through her arm. It's not the normal metallic shut. It's a wave of pure, protective energy. The ringing tone seems to linger in the air, creating a shimmering, almost invisible ripple around her. Truck 1 and Truck 2. Move out. Fire report in one of the shops at Egmore Road. The captain's voice cuts through her momentary daze. Shaking her head, Kavya dismisses the strange sensation and leaps into the fire truck. As they race through the city streets, sirens wailing, she can't shake the feeling, the memory of that shimmer, that impossible wave of energy. It felt like a shield, a barrier born from the very sound meant to warn of danger. In the face of fire, she has always been the one to charge in. But now, a new instinct awakens, a power not just to fight the flames, but to shield and protect others from them in a way she never thought possible. As night falls over the ancient city of Madurai, inside the quiet, sterile halls of a sprawling hospital, another awakening unfolds in silence. Lakshmi moves through the corridors with a quiet efficiency, her life a routine of cleaning and disinfecting, of bringing order to the chaos of sickness and healing. She is a cleaner, often overlooked, yet her work is a vital act of purification. Tonight, as she wipes down a countertop in an empty patient room, the simple cleaning cloth in her hand begins to glow. It starts as a faint, silvery light, then intensifies into a brilliant, pure, white luminescence, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Startled, Lakshmi drops the cloth as if it were burning hot. It falls to the floor, the light instantly vanishing. She stares at her hand, then at the mundane piece of fabric. Her heart pounds in her chest. She picks it up again, cautiously. Nothing. It's just a damp cloth. Was it a trick of the light? A symptom of her own exhaustion? But as she dips it into her bucket of water, she sees the water itself swirl and clarify, impurities vanishing in a soft, ethereal shimmer. A power of purification, far beyond any chemical or soap, is flowing through her. In a place defined by the struggle against illness, a force for absolute purity has just been born. Meanwhile, in a high-tech state-of-the-art facility in Bengaluru, a different kind of vigil is taking place. Tara, a brilliant astrophysicist at a joint NASA-SRO command center, is glued to her monitors. Her world is one of data, of cosmic trajectories, and gravitational pools. For the past 48 hours, her screens have been filled with data streams from a deep space probe near Jupiter. The official mission is to study the gas giant's atmosphere, but Tara is tracking something else, an anomaly the official channels have dismissed as sensor ghosts. 3 comets, moving in a perfect unnatural formation, are behaving in ways that defy physics. Gravity anomalies near Jupiter are off the charts, she says to the empty control room, her voice a mix of awe and concern. The data flowing in doesn't make sense. It's as if something is bending space-time around the comets, something impossibly powerful. As she isolates the energy signature, her screen flashes. For a split second, the raw data resolves into an image on ancient, celestial map, a star chart so old it predates human civilization. It's a map she somehow recognizes, a pattern that feels as familiar as her own reflection. Her mind, usually grounded in logic and equations, is suddenly open to a vaster, more ancient understanding of the cosmos. The universe isn't just a collection of matter and energy. It's a tapestry of forgotten power, and she's just found a loose thread. The digital world is also in turmoil. In a darkened cyber lab in Hyderabad, Deepthi, a sharp and relentless tech investigator, is fighting a different kind of battle. She hunts for ghosts in the machine hackers, digital thieves, and purveyors of misinformation. But the code she's chasing tonight is unlike anything she's ever seen. It's not a virus. It's more like a digital incantation. Across multiple screens, financial networks, communication grids, and media servers are flickering erratically. At the heart of the disruption is a single, recurring symbol. A complex, glowing glyph written in an ancient form of Sanskrit. It appears for a millisecond, corrupting data packets before vanishing. What is going on? Deepthi leans closer, her fingers flying across the keyboard, trying to isolate the code. It's elegant, impossibly complex, and it seems to be rewriting the very foundation of the networks it touches, spreading lies and chaos with terrifying speed. As she finally manages to trap a fragment of the code, her screen floods with the glyph. An overwhelming wave of information crashes into her mind, not code, but intent, deception, corruption. A will to twist truth into falsehood on a global scale. In that moment, Deepthi understands. Her fight isn't just against hackers anymore. It's against a conscious, malevolent force using technology as its weapon. And a new power awakens within her ability to see the truth, to cut through the digital lies like a blade of pure light. A montage of power begins. In the Nilgiri Hills, a small landslide begins. But as Swapna places her hand on the trembling ground, the earth stills and stabilizes beneath her touch. In Chennai, during a training exercise, the fire bell rings, and for a fleeting moment, Kavya sees a shimmering shield of energy expand from it, deflecting a spray of water. In Madurai, Lakshmi dips her glowing cloth into a contaminated water sample and watches in amazement as it becomes perfectly pure. In Bengaluru, Tara's mind races. Connecting the ancient star map to the comet's trajectory, her understanding of the cosmos expanding exponentially. And in Hyderabad, Deepthi's fingers dance over her keyboard, her eyes glowing with reflected light as she effortlessly purges the corrupting glyphs, restoring order to the chaotic networks. 5 women, separated by distance, united by a destiny they do not yet comprehend. 5 powers, awakening to face a gathering storm, far beyond Earth, into silent frozen expanse of the asteroid belt. The source of this chaos stirs. A crystalline prison, forged in cosmic fire eons ago, floats among the debris. It has held its prisoner for millennia, but now, weakened by the strange celestial alignment, its perfect facets begin to crack. Dark, viscous energy, like shadow and smoke, seeps through the fractures. A consciousness, ancient and full of malice, stretches after an eternity of slumber. A voice, cold and terrifying, echoes not through space, but through the very fabric of reality. A promise of vengeance that travels faster than light. The seal is broken. We rise, we return. The age of myth is over. The age of goddesses has returned, and the battle for the future of everything is about to begin. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you were captivated by this story, don't forget to hit that like button, follow my channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss part 2 of the 5. The Awakening. We can't wait to see you next time.